Some celebrities get botched, and here are the top 10 botched celebrity makeovers that ruined their careers. First up, we have Joan Van Ark. Once a leading face of primetime soaps, Joan Van Ark underwent several adjustments, including rhinoplasty and cheek augmentation that resulted in disastrous results. The Dallas and Knots Landing star, now 76, has gone through several surgeries and procedures that removed all gracefulness of her aging. Van Ark has received everything from Botox, lip fillers, lip augmentation, eyelid reconstruction. Users on Reddit were shocked by her new appearance. One user saying, quote, "White people and various members of the Jackson family have got to stop this madness. And the plastic surgery is horrible, and the makeup is not helping her at all," another user says. "Why does it look so metallic? Poor woman." Next up, we have Bobby Norris. Bobby Norris is an English television actor known for his appearances on The Only Way is Essex. Despite rumors of a facelift and chin reduction, the 35-year-old Norris has actually had minimal work done. But the procedure that he has done is just so bizarre that it took the world by surprise. The reality star underwent a beard transplant, which has made his cheeks noticeably overfilled and puffy. This cosmetic change rendered him unrecognizable and made a negative impact on his career. Recently, Bobby made news when he was in a serious motorcycle accident last November. He is thought to have suffered nasty head injuries after the accident when he landed on his head and was treated by emergency services who rushed to the scene. A source told The Sun, quote, "Bobby was crossing the road when a motorbike came out of nowhere. He was sent flying up in the air and landed on his head after being driven straight into at speed. It was a shocking sight for those who were close by when it happened. Police arrived at the scene, as did a paramedic on a bike, who then called for an ambulance. He was quickly taken to UCLH hospital for tests." Our next celebrity is Courteney Cox. American actress, producer, and director Courteney Cox is notoriously recognized by the excessive and unfortunately disastrous procedures that she has done to her face. Well known for her role in the hit TV show Friends, the now 57-year-old actress has undergone a facelift and several filler injections around the cheeks, lips, and eyes. Courteney has since expressed her regret for the treatments. She had all her filler dissolved in 2017 since she felt she did not look like herself, and has admitted that she has, quote, "messed up when it came to using fillers." The Friends star opened up in the Los Angeles podcast saying it was, quote, "a domino effect that she hadn't realized she looked a little off. You look in the mirror and go, oh, that looks good," she says. "You don't realize what it looks like to be the outside person." Next up, we have Jennifer Grey. Grey went under the knife and had a nose job after shooting to fame in Dirty Dancing, but she later admitted that it changed her look a bit too much when it came to her acting career. The Mirror quoted her as saying in 2012, "I went into the operating room a celebrity and came out anonymous. It was the nose job from hell. I'll always be this once famous actress nobody recognizes because of a nose job." The two surgeries, which Grey refers to as schnozageddon, took place after Grey starred as Baby Houseman opposite Patrick Swayze in the 1987 smash hit Dirty Dancing. "After Dirty Dancing, I was America's sweetheart," she says, which you would think would be the key to unlocking all my hopes and dreams. But it didn't go down that way, she says in her new memoir. Grey recalls that after Dirty Dancing, there was still not a surplus of parts for actresses who looked like me. She was apparently told that her nose was a, quote, "problem," with one plastic surgeon wondering after watching Dirty Dancing why she hadn't had a nose job before. "My so-called problem wasn't really a problem for me," she says, "but since it seemed to be a problem for other people and it didn't appear to be going away anytime soon, by default it became my problem." She writes, "It was as plain as the nose on my face." After consulting her mother and 3 plastic surgeons, Grey underwent 2 rhinoplasty surgeries to, quote, "fine-tune her nose." A second surgery was meant to correct an irregularity caused by the first surgery, but left her nose truncated and dwarfed, rendering Grey practically unrecognizable to people that she had known for years. Next up, we have Priscilla Presley. Priscilla Presley, American businesswoman and former wife, of course, of Elvis, has received various procedures since being married to the late king of rock and roll. At 75, she had admitted to getting botched silicone cheek injections by a phony doctor. She also received repeated laser and Botox treatments, resulting in the waxy appearance of her new face. Priscilla has been in the headlines recently as her story is now being told on screen in the new film Priscilla, starring Jacob Elordi as Elvis. The film shows us the cracks in Elvis's Prince Charming veneer, the way he lavishes Priscilla with attention and then suddenly withholds it. Life at Graceland was lonely for her in those first years. Priscilla admitted to Closer Weekly in 2017. Elvis's controlling manager, Colonel Tom Parker, didn't want it known that his valuable client Elvis had a steady girlfriend, for fear that fans would give up their own hopes of being with Elvis and would stop buying records. And there weren't even any pictures of the pair allowed around the house. Parker was, quote, kind to her, Priscilla added, but he just didn't want fans to know that I was in the picture. And yet sometimes Elvis picked her up from school in a limo and flew her out to LA when he was making movies. It was a lifestyle so dangerous, Priscilla told People in 1978, that I'm just thankful I've come out sane. Next up, we have Heidi Montag. Back in 2010, the reality star traveled from California to her parents' home in Colorado to undergo an extensive list of cosmetic procedures. Heidi has had some really drastic surgery done and famously underwent 10 procedures in one single day. It sounds crazy when you think about how difficult that would be to recover from, considering it was all done at the same exact time. Heidi had her surgery day in late 2009, which included breast implants, making her an F cup, a brow lift, a nose job, lipo on her stomach and thighs, and a butt augmentation. The drastic photos of her new appearance hit the headlines in March of 2010, and the world was more than a little shocked. But 3 years later, Heidi admitted to Us magazine she actually had really big regrets and health problems as a result. Quote, I just didn't realize what I was really signing up for. It just sounds so minor when you have a surgeon describing so much of it to you. She also said that at the time she wasn't fully aware of the recovery time and the mental strain that would put on her, and she claims her surgeon left this out on purpose. She went on to have some of the work reversed, but mostly maintained her current look. Our next celebrity is Tara Reid. The American Pie star was one of Hollywood's it girls in the late 1990s and early 2000s. But while she was at the pinnacle of success in her career, she was also going through various issues stemming from botched plastic surgery, and she ended up missing out on a whole bunch of roles because of it. Tara claimed that in 2004, breast implants and liposuction surgeries left her with disfigurements that damaged her career. She told Us Weekly, quote, my stomach became the most ripply, bulgy thing. I had a hernia, this huge bump next to my belly button. As a result, I couldn't wear a bikini. I lost a lot of work. Tara said that after the procedure, she knew something was wrong when it came to her breast implants, but she was 6 months post-op when she realized that it had been terribly botched. Quote, the actual center part where the areola is, instead of being a circle, it turned out to be a large square. It was horrifying. She also went through an infamous wardrobe malfunction at Diddy's 35th birthday party in 2004, which resulted in her body going viral, which left her devastated. Tara said she cried and begged photographers not to release the photos because the last thing she wanted to happen was to have the whole world see it. Next, we have Khloe Kardashian. The Keeping Up with the Kardashian star is known for being the funniest and most laid back of all her sisters, but over the years, fans have seen a drastic change in her appearance that can only be put down to plastic surgery. While she isn't too outspoken when it comes to her past procedures, she has opened up once before about the reason behind her choice to go under the knife. Quote, for me, everybody says, oh my gosh, she's had her 3rd face transplant, but I've had 1 nose job, and everyone gets so upset. Like, why don't I talk about it? No one's ever asked me. She also revealed that she has done injections, but not really Botox, because when she tried it, her face responded horribly to it. But all the surgery was probably because of something deeper. In fact, later in an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Khloe explained how she experienced body image insecurity when doing photo shoots with her sisters, saying they would receive racks and racks of clothes, and I was told by so many different stylists I was given about 2 or 3 pieces of clothing, but not to worry because I would be in the background anyway, which is pretty unfortunate because being treated like that would honestly upset anybody. Our final two celebs are combined. They are the Olsen twins. Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen were child stars in the 90s, appearing on the hit show Full House. But after their success as child stars, they stepped away from Hollywood and began experimenting with drinking and substance use. Also, plastic surgery. They used to be cute. Now they look like moms that smoke a lot, one Reddit user said. Another saying, maybe it's just me, but they look like those Easter Island giant head statues. Well guys, thank you for watching. That's it for today's video. Subscribe for more Hollywood drama.